They told me, you can't sleep train alone, that you need a partner to take shifts, that without someone else in the house to share the load, it's simply impossible. You'll cave. You'll break. You won't be able to handle hearing them cry without backup. And for 2 months I believed them. I accepted the broken sleep. I accepted the 2-hour stretches. I accepted waking up feeling like I hadn't slept at all, every single morning for 60 days straight. And then I decided they were wrong, because nobody needs sleep training more than a single mom. We don't get shifts. We don't get breaks. We are the only person on duty every single night. And if we don't sleep, we don't function. So I built a method that works for one person, and I'm going to share it with you right now. Here's why single moms need this more than two-parent households, and I need you to really understand this. In a two-parent home, sleep training is hard but survivable. When the baby cries during training, one parent can comfort while the other rests. They can take turns, they can support each other emotionally through the difficult nights. You don't have any of that. You are both parents simultaneously, all night, every night. So when the exhaustion builds up, and it builds up fast, there's no relief valve. Nobody taps in. Nobody says, go sleep, I've got this. And after weeks of this, the sleep deprivation becomes genuinely dangerous. Your reaction time gets impaired, your judgment gets cloudy, your patience disappears entirely. I almost dropped my daughter once because my hands were shaking from exhaustion. That's not an anecdote. That's a crisis. Sleep training for us isn't about convenience or getting better rest. It's about safety. But let me set realistic expectations, because this is where most online advice goes wrong. A truly new newborn, under 6 to 8 weeks, cannot be sleep trained in any formal sense. Their brains aren't developed enough. Their stomachs are too small. They need to eat frequently around the clock, and that's biological, not behavioral. What you can do during those first weeks is lay the groundwork. Start differentiating day from night, bright, noisy, and active during daytime, dim, quiet, and boring at night. Feed on demand, but start paying attention to the baby's natural patterns. Where are her longer sleep stretches? When does she seem most drowsy? That's not training, that's observation. And observation is where all good sleep habits begin. Between 8 and 16 weeks, you can start gently shaping sleep habits. Again, not rigid schedules, not leaving the baby alone in a dark room to cry for hours. That approach may work for some families, but for a single mother doing this alone, the emotional toll of cry it out without any support is crushing. Instead, I used a gradual approach that I could sustain by myself. Here's the method. Every night I did the same bedtime routine. Dim lights, quiet voice, last feeding, white noise, sleep sack. Same order every night, so her brain started associating those signals with sleep is coming. Then I put her down drowsy but awake, not fully asleep, drowsy, eyes heavy, body relaxed, but still technically awake. And I stayed in the room. I put my hand on her chest. I shushed softly, no picking up unless she escalated to hard crying. And when she fussed, not screamed, fussed, I waited 30 seconds before intervening. Just 30 seconds. In those 30 seconds, sometimes she settled on her own. Not always, but sometimes. And over days, the sometimes became more often. And over weeks, the more often became almost always. She started falling asleep without being rocked or held or fed to sleep. She learned that the crib was a safe place, that sleep was coming, and that she could get there on her own with me right beside her. The environment matters enormously. Dark room. Not dim, dark. Blackout curtains are a game changer. If you can't afford blackout curtains, tape a dark blanket over the window. White noise, a fan, a sound machine, even an old phone playing rain, sounds on a loop. Consistent temperature, same sleep sack or swaddle every night. You're creating sensory signals that tell the baby's brain, this is where we sleep. Every night, the same signals. Over time, the brain recognizes the pattern and starts cooperating. And here's a tip that specifically helped me as a solo parent. I set up a night station right next to the crib. A small table with bottles, diapers, wipes, and my water bottle. Everything within arm's reach. So when she woke at night, I didn't have to walk to another room, turn on lights, or do anything that would wake either of us up fully. I could handle the nighttime feeding and change in near darkness with minimal disruption. The less you disrupt the sleep environment, the easier it is for everyone to fall back asleep. Now, the full method, the complete week-by-week sleep training progression with age-specific milestones, the detailed troubleshooting guide for regressions and growth spurts, the strategies for handling early morning wake-ups, and the entire solo parent sleep framework from newborn through 12 months goes much deeper than one video can contain. I built the whole system into a guide because I needed it to be thorough, detailed, and designed specifically for mothers who don't have a partner standing in the hallway for moral support. If you need the comprehensive version, the link is in the pinned comment with the heart. And here's the last thing, because it's the most important thing. Some nights it won't work. Some nights you'll do everything perfectly and she'll still wake up 4 times. Growth spurts, teething, illness, developmental leaps, travel, a change in routine. There are 100 things that can disrupt sleep, and every single one of them will make you feel like all your progress just evaporated. It didn't. Sleep training isn't linear. It's a general upward trend with dips and regressions mixed in. On those bad nights, throw the method out the window and survive. Feed her, rock her, hold her all night if you need to. No guilt, no, I'm ruining the training. You're not ruining anything. You're being a responsive mother to a baby who needs you. Tomorrow night, you start again. Comment your baby's age. I want to give you a specific tip for exactly where you are. Whether she's 4 weeks or 4 months, I've been there and I have something for you. Subscribe, because sleep training as a single mom isn't a one-video conversation. It's a journey, and I'm going to walk through every part of it with you. Hit that like so another exhausted, overwhelmed mama can find this and realize she doesn't need a partner to help her baby sleep. She just needs a method built for one. And now she has it.